Hello, hello, hello. We are back after... I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed. Because... fun story, was in the ER again this week. Because my body hates me. So that happened.
Now to the right.
Hey!
To the right. And to the left. To the left. Now twirl, honey, twirl. And twirl,
So
honey, twirl. Skyrim shuffle. Skyrim shuffle.
Moose, thank you for the resub and the Skyrim shuffle. But yeah, like I said, my body hates me, and so health stuff has been getting in the way and work stuff, so that's why I have not been able to stream as much. Just not feeling good. It's hard to stream when you just cannot even or odd. But we're back playing more Vampire Therapist because I had a lot of fun. I may not be very good at this. I may not be at all qualified for this. In fact, I know I am not qualified. Oh god. Thanks for the Wilhelm scream, I guess. Also, oh man, I'm using the combined chat from Restream, and I just realized it doesn't show who sends sound bites. So I don't even know who just screamed at me. That means I'm gonna have to have all the chats up. Okay, let me just pull back over. I already had it up on the other screen. Of course it was Moose. I should have new month who dis. Yeah, let me just pop out all the chats. I tried. Restream, that is one thing that I do struggle. They do not show everything that comes through your chats, like not all of your notifications come through. Which is a shame. So I miss things when I use their combined chat. So let me pop out both chats. I tried. I was given... Little Lincoln. Oh, I love that one so much. Thank you for the 1 bit. 1 bitties. Well, bitty for the bitty kitty. That's why I have that video. That video comes up whenever someone does just 1 bit, because it's an itty bitty little kitty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Alrighty, I have my 2 chats up now, so I can see you all. I tried to do the Restream one. It just misses stuff, so now I have my YouTube and Twitch, who seem to kind of fight each other sometimes, which I think is funny. Y'all be hating on each other up in the chat. Spoops wanted to gift 1 bit. Thank you, Spoops, for the 1 bit. Spoops is my kitty. One of my kitties. I have a lot of them. He's my baby. He's my bouncing baby boy. Alright, let us continue. So... as far as story-wise, you're a vampire who's been alive for, like... how old is Sam? Like 200 years old or something? And he's giving therapy to... and also, y'all let me know if the music is too loud. It looks fine on the audio, and it sounds good to me, but y'all let me know if they get too loud. I do try to keep it turned up some, though, because I want y'all to make sure you can hear the voices. Let me make sure. Let me just take down music a little bit. Make sure voices are on the top. Okay. Alrighty. Make sure we can hear, because this game is fully voiced, so... I do not want a new game. I would like to continue my previous game. Okay, let's go. Yes, it should be here. Could have sworn I had more than 1 save, but maybe I didn't. Past me is not being very friendly to present me. There we go. I thought we were going to come back for a second. Okay. I'm gonna enjoy trying to remember how to say his name. And also, sorry, I'm snacking on a fruit smoothie right now in my Georgia Southern cup. So I used to work there. Okay. Alrighty. So I don't know what day we're on. We've seen 3 different clients at this point. I don't know. It's been so long. I gotta get back into it. And it's Andromachos. Is that how do we say his name? Is that how we decided on it? I don't know. I'm like Sam. I mispronounce everything. I have a strong connection with Sam. I'll get him on a very personal level. Okay, let's go. Alright, so I'm glad you're looking so fresh and well slept. I'm glad someone is.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
Uh-oh.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend. Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone.
No, but I want to help everybody.
In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
Now wait a minute, what disposition?
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to remember what each of these are. Yeah, it's... To think you're powerless to help any... That would be... Control fallacy?
Yeah, all right, control fallacy, I know. I can help some folk.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
It's been so long, I've forgotten what most of these are. Okay, who we got?
Theater feller, huh? I've known a few of them in my time. They can be a little, self-absorbed.
Edmund Keane, 237, male, British. Edmund Keane was a highly influential Shakespearean stage actor during the Georgian period. He is credited with more personal interpretations of character as opposed to pantomime performances. Okay. He lived a tumultuous life on stage, dealing with alcoholism, sex scandals, and entitled behavior. Well, I was gonna make a comment, but I'll anyway. Alrighty. He wishes to return to the stage, but expresses great anger at critics who might review him poorly. Okay. Yeah, he seems just, I mean, entitled. That checks. He demands respect as the greatest actor the world has ever seen. That's some pretty high labeling you're giving to yourself, sir. I think we've got a narcissist on our hands.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him, it says?
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
A few. He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him. He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
Thanks. Make the comment, give in. No, I was gonna say something about him being a self-absorbed narcissist, but it came out at the end.
I hope I'm up to this.
I was already guessing. I was like, I think someone's a narcissist, and then, yeah, I think that's kind of what we got going on with him. I hope we are, Sam.
What is this vampire I see before me?
You're also a vampire. What does that mean? Narcissist, a therapist's greatest challenge, legitimately. Yeah. It's really hard to work with someone who views themselves so highly because they're not going to accept that they need to improve. Or they're not going to want to accept that they have faults. And literally the first, even though it's, I guess it's a bit of, you know, it's almost become a joke the way people were like, well, the first step is admitting you have a problem. But it really is. Like, you can't work on yourself until you've realized that there's something there is to work on. Okay. Why can't I click in some areas? This is just a little bit frustrating sometimes when I click and it doesn't do anything. Like, why is this?
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Sometimes I can click in here and sometimes I can't. I'm not certain what's going on with that. It's kind of frustrating.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time.
Yes?
Oh, how fortuitous. A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
Yes? Yes, I'm glad that you're seeing us as a kindred spirit, perhaps? Maybe that will give us an opening to talk to you?
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
Well, I mean, you are dressing from, like, the 1800s, my man.
No, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith.
I mean, he likes to dress like from where he's from, so...
Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
I will definitely try it.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
Oh.
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
Your mortals don't appreciate you.
mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions.
So Shakespearean.
What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning?
I mean, those are some very good vampire questions.
And what a piece of work is vampire! How noble in stature, how infinite in life!
Indulge him. Just go with it.
In form and moving, how express and admirable! In action, how like a demon!
Yeah, just let him get it out.
In apprehension, how like a bat! Ah, the beauty of the night!
I hate that I like Edmund and sense a kindred spirit. Well, if the shoe fits, I'm gonna let this man rant. Let him get it out of his system. Let him talk it up. This is what he does. If you cut him off, he might take. I don't know. I feel like he might be like, he may not take that well.
And yet, to me, we are but the quintessence of dust.
Wow, now it's giving it to me every option.
Dust upon dust.
Overindulge the
Already
actor.
that whence we came.
Well, that was a lot.
Let Edmund perform his monologue. I did. Oh, I love that that was an achievement. Hey, let the man do it.
You understand, don't you? Death has no meaning, because life never had meaning.
Oh, he's so melodramatic.
To die, perchance to sleep.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theater historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus.
Oh, no.
He was writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two.
But then you killed him, which means he's never gonna publish his book, right?
He said my acting style would now be considered archaic.
Oh.
Though I drank him to the last, I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs.
Oh, you let a theater critic get under your skin.
This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself. Are all men such fools? Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago?
Are you irrelevant now? Is that what you're afraid of?
Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
I'm trying to think of what one this is. Okay. He says he's perfect. Is that labeling? I'm debating what it is. I mean Edmund. This literally is Shank. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I feel like this one could be a couple things. So let me talk it out. I feel like it could partially be control fallacy. Because he's saying that all this because of me. He's saying that he's saying that acting became a craft because of him. But Shank is perfect. Okay, well, let's get into that later. So, control fallacy, he thinks but it's not really control, he just is, again, narcissistic. He just thinks it's all because of him, and he thinks he's perfect. But, this is not a should statement, the word should is nowhere in here. He's not disqualifying the positive. as Kano, who is also perfect. He doesn't think he's perfect, though. Okay, all right. To be fair, we just recognize him as perfect. That's the difference. He's not just qualifying the positive. If anything, he's talking too much positive in some ways. Nosferatu thinking. I feel like it might be labeling because he called himself perfect. I don't know. See, this is where they get in between, and I'm like, Shane doesn't think he's perfect. He doesn't. Herm. I'm going to... I feel like I have to, I'll just guess one. I'm gonna do labeling because he called himself perfect.
Edmund states that he is perfect. Even in the most generous evaluation of his skill, is such a thing possible?
No, it's not, which is why I'm trying to figure out which one that is.
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely
Is that
because of me.
Nosferatu thinking?
In truth, I am perfect.
Sorry, fella, I gotta stop you for a second there.
Okay.
You really saying you're perfect?
Oh, not at all. I'm not a narcissist. I believe I would find myself quite inept at, say, street cleaning or dishwashing.
Uh-huh.
But as far as acting is concerned, yes. If an actor be assessed, you would assess him on the scale of Edmund Kean.
Oh, come on. You ain't ever forgotten a line?
I suppose, on occasion, a line has left me due to circumstances beyond my control.
Uh-huh, sure.
But that is the fault of alcohol, not of Edmund Kean.
Well, it sounds like Ed McKean shouldn't have been indulging in that much alcohol then, so it was Ed McKean's fault.
So in those times you were drinking, you might not have been perfect. And the acting world kept on turning.
Oh, come now. I was clearly exercising some dramatic license. It is not so black and white.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But keep talking. We got some more stuff to sort out.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
That definitely sounds like control fallacy, right? Because he thinks it's all that he's the one who did it.
This is a special client. Remember that his distortions can be about others, not just himself.
Okay. What? That does not help me in this. Should I just guess Nosferatu thinking for everything? Okay, about others. That doesn't... Control fallacy does have to do with others.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
I'm just gonna guess Nosferatu thinking again, because this one I clearly just don't understand what it is.
This is a special client. Remember that his distortions can be about others, not just himself.
Just start clicking every single one. Fine,
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they
I've
have
already
is due to my
done
beating
the
path
two
for
that
them
it
to
should
follow.
have been, disqualifying the positive.
Oh, wait a minute. You're saying that every actor's success comes straight from you?
That, okay, that has to be a bug. That cannot be correct. That makes no sense. That makes no sense that that was disqualifying the positive. That does, I don't get that.
Of course. Even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
That had to have been control fallacy. That in no way makes sense because he was not disqualifying the positive. That one makes no sense to me. I'm never going to get that achievement for getting 10 right in a row, ever. Oh, sure, we'll go with
Every
it.
single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
No, of course not.
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
He's disqualifying the positive other actor's effort? I guess? To me, that just sounds like control fallacy because he thinks he's in control of it. Like, mine makes sense too.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
I'm gonna guess labeling because you called him a parrot.
So you're saying modern actors are parrots?
Indeed, they are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
Tweet, tweet.
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
He's not exerting his control on it with his statement. Does that make sense? Nope. Not at all. To me, it still sounds like a control thing. Because he thinks he controlled the situation. I feel like there's like a huge overlap in a lot of these. So, no. Don't you laugh at me.
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
A little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
See, this definitely feels like, okay, we're doing control fallacy again. I still think control fallacy. We're going for that again. Because he keeps talking about it, that it's all about him. Everything is gray areas and scales anyway, to be honest. I know, which is why I'm like, it's hard to put it in exact things. Like, a lot of the behaviors are just like, you can call it different things, but multiple issues affect other ones. Like, his self-absorbed thinking is like the root of it. So, I mean, you can put different labels on it, but a lot of it is coming back to the same core issue, which is you can label the results that you get because of it in different ways.
You're saying only you can change the course of acting?
It is demonstrably true. There is acting before Edmund Kean, and there is acting after Edmund Kean.
So, then it's not true?
But there's so many types of acting out there. I mean, I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
I mean, you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Indeed. I suppose I don't want any responsibility for the things the Americans create anyway.
Spoken like a true Brit.
These critics should honor me, as is my due.
Should statement, should honor me.
But you're saying critics should honor you. Well, what happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause. But if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different tastes.
The theater, the theater. What's happened to the theater?
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them.
I don't know if we actually taught him anything there. We just got him to look at it differently.
Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable.
Excuse me.
I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad. Not so you might attack my every word.
I feel like that did not happen at all.
I'm doing no such thing. All I'm doing is pointing out your reality. If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation.
Okay, we have somehow gone from over here to over there now.
Why would you do this to me?
Why?
Do you not know what pain I am experiencing?
Pain.
Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly?
Oh, it's so dramatic.
Art thou a therapist
Art
or a
thou
murderer
a
that you would
therapist?
push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
Oh my god, he's so dramatic.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Calm down, Sam. You're okay.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Yeah, it's like, calm down, Sam. You're okay. Take control.
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
You're fine, Sam. You're not attacking him. Not at all. He's just being challenged, and he doesn't like being challenged.
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel.
Yes.
But look at the candles. What do you see?
Candles. I see candles. I see lots of candles.
The candles? Oh, they seem fine to me.
Look at the flames.
They're wiggling?
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages. His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him. He is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel.
No, they're just visually showing that he's gaslighting us by making the flames go taller.
How do I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality. I await your apology, sir.
I don't owe you no apology. Let's see. Easy, boy, easy. Well, that will just come back negative if I say I don't have anything to apologize for. I'll just say I wasn't trying to wow you up none.
Now, I wasn't trying to rile you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
No one did that, and no one's attacking you. You just suddenly went from 0 to 100.
Pricks ain't got nothing to do with this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course.
Oh my God.
It always goes like this.
Oh my God. No, not even remotely.
To you I am a void, nay, a whore, to use as you
He
please.
just goes from 0 to 100 so fast.
Well, you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
I think you just want me to at this point. What are you even going on about, Edmund?
You are losing him, Samuel. It is time to remember what makes you special. You are not just a therapist, and you are not just a vampire. He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish the end of your line that I already know how. I'm just gonna calm him down easy.
Easy, boy, easy.
Weird horsey sound effect.
I shall not go easy. I shall not.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
And be like, there. Calm, boy. Easy.
A good vampire? What on hell?
Did we just, like, call him a good boy and calm him down, essentially?
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
But I...
He's just broken this man's mind.
I'm your buddy. That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
We're just buddies, ain't we?
Buddies? Yes. A friend. A friend.
And we're back down from 100 to 0 all of a sudden.
A friend who wishes to help me.
Yep. Is that what am I like, have this calming energy mind power or something? Like, it's the good boy power. You just call him a good boy and he's okay now.
You feeling better there, compadre?
Oh, the candles went back to normal. This candle is back to normal now. They're little now.
I must confess that I am, though I scarcely understand how.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Not that I could handle Edmund very well growing up with a narcissist and shaking my head. Yeah, just tell them what they want to hear. That's not the best thing to do. Don't listen to me. I'm just a goddamn vampire. That's Sam. That's Sam as Garnet.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common ground.
I don't know how you got from there to there, but sure, Edmund. Whatever you say, buddy.
How is therapy like acting?
Yeah, how is it?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth.
Sure.
We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
Yeah, being a vampire and all that.
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh?
I would think you would want everyone to like you.
Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
What? If I do not exist in their hearts, it's purgatory of oblivion. That sounds like Nosferatu thinking I'm thinking, because he's just all like so dramatic. And it's like, oh, it must be one way or the other?
You cannot, you must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Why?
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
Yeah, why? Why has it got to be that way?
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Lots of things.
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Oh no, don't pose him that idea.
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite
Quit
who will
labeling
idly
people.
sit and wait as the world turns.
You're labeling again.
You calling most of our kind parasites?
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
All right, let's just forget the part where you're insulting other vampires, myself included.
Yeah, that's a little mean, Edmund.
If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well.
Should statement?
Well, why should you live for the stage?
Yeah, I was like, you can live for other things, like yourself and other passions, and maybe making yourself a better person.
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something. Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest. Vampire society's of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
Is this Nosferatu thinking again? Pretty much, if I don't know what it is, that's what I'm defaulting to. Because he's not labeling anyone. He didn't say should. I don't think this is a control fallacy, and I don't see this as disqualifying the positive. So, Nosferatu thinking?
Vampires ain't got nothing to offer you.
Nothing they can give, no. Vampires do not understand the avant-garde.
You literally are a vampire, though, so wouldn't you be putting yourself in that category, sir?
Vampires have a lot to give. We got time to understand things mortals just can't.
Exactly. If anything, they would understand it better than mortals do.
I think you're painting vampire society with a pretty broad brush. We got some redeeming values.
Yeah.
Oh, perhaps. But an understanding of the stage is not one of them.
We've moved from him being obsessed with mortals not appreciating him to now not thinking that vampires appreciate, like him not appreciating vampires either. So he just has a problem with everybody.
You know, I see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me, undermining
My God,
me,
here he goes
causing
again.
me to doubt myself.
Oh look, there go
I
the
know
flames.
thy purpose, wretch.
Here he goes gaslighting again.
This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
Then why'd you come to me if it was all a ruse? No one drug you in here.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity. Is there no end to your japes and jabs?
He's making my fire big. Can you not? It's already hot in here.
I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me,
time for another
but I
monologue.
do not wither.
Okay, Edmund.
I know thy game, trickster. You wish to
know
keep
thy
me in
game,
your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me. You think you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile. Well, what have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Oh my God. Tell him you do this for free. Tell him you aren't a trickster. Tame him like a wild horse. Let's good boy him again.
Easy Who's in there?
Is this my superpower?
What?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
But you want to hurt me.
Oh no, don't add random quotes. Quote added, you're making my fire big, can you not? It's already hot in here. Okay, that one's not as bad as some of your others. But you want to hurt me. No, I really don't. No one wants to hurt you, Edmund, except for maybe yourself. Because you're hurting yourself. Like, literally, like, calm thyself.
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet? Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, Sam.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
The way this man flip-flops back and forth.
We're safe. Ain't no place safer than right here. We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
He just needs someone with a gentle hand and a firm voice.
You mean vampires?
No, actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
This is true. Oh, the little flames are back to normal. Excellent.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages.
I just see my therapist talking to me like this and crouching like talking to a horse, and I don't know how I'd react to it. Like, there. It's alright. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Gonna be alright. Gonna be okay. It's alright. Good boy. Good boy. Shh. Getting out. Here's a carrot. Okay, you want an apple? I got an apple for you.
Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
That's the hierarchy of needs right there.
Indeed. I too am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Huh? I don't understand that. I'm too dumb.
Tain't my place to comment.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next time, not right now. We've unpacked a lot already.
Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
Yep, you did great, Edmund.
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Yep, good boy. Good job.
Well, one mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage
The
awaits.
stage awaits. Tainted love. Yeah.
Dang, what the hell was that?
Did we had a whole conversation about taint in another game too. What even is my channel turning into sometimes? I only want those damn apple biscuits. Alright, we'll get you them apple biscuits.
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were masterful, Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward.
Oh, I understood what it meant, Moose. That part was not lost on me. I just didn't have a comment on it, okay? Thank you.
And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Save it for our next session. Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
What a line. And now it's time to drink and be merry with the Goths. I love it.
Well, not sure I'd call them merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy, I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Hey, made it through the night.
Well, that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life.
Oh, honey, that's not even the weirdest we're gonna have, I bet.
I probably want to forget that. I should go talk to Crimson.
Alright.
it isn't Sammy the Kid. Plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
Crimson!
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? Bloody Mary?
No, a Bloody Steve. I think that's what he said his name was.
Oh, she continued to talk. Her line was, okay. That's what she said his name. That's what he said his name was?
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Must be. That do bring out the wows.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met. The actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive. Seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Yeah, it can be.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from.
So true, Crimson.
Feeling good about your session, though?
I think it went alright.
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least.
Yeah.
Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
Because you don't know what they're thinking.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy. You gotta be pretty damn privileged to have no problems at all.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
Very busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
That's why we gotta be their therapists.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink.
Oh.
You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
I mean, she's got a point, okay?
I suppose they wouldn't.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
Why? Everyone would be probably really into that.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Wait. I guess I shouldn't be. Should? It has the word should in it, so I'm going with it. That's my only logic.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
Damn right it is.
Yeah, it is.
Look, I have customers to deal with. But let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here.
Oh, she mad at me? Should I have not done that?
What happens at Eminard happens with consent. Got it?
Wait, did I just make her mad by therapizing her?
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's
I
way.
didn't even get to control that. You did that on your own, Sam.
You.
You have a lot of eyes. Everywhere. Hi. Penoptibella?
Huh? Do I know you?
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
Okay. Play along?
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything.
I mean, you have enough eyes, so probably, yeah.
My name is Penoptibella.
Penoptibella?
It means I see all, and I am beautiful.
Okay.
I saw you in the kink room with Van Hart and Lexi.
Scream for all the eyes? Yes?
And now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
Are you offering yourself? Is that what this is?
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, alright, bite the veins. This time I will remember to... I think I got it right the first time. Unlike last time I had to click like 5 times.
Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess.
You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. Please do not follow me, you're creepy.
Well, if you wanted to cuddle.
No, don't invite her back, she's kind of
It
creepy.
is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another.
What, you think I'm like a bear or something?
I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
Thank you. Please don't stab me in my sleep.
Thanks, I guess. I guess I better get some shut-eye. This night is gone on
Lock
long
your
enough.
door, Sam. That was creepy. we hit a sore spot. We did with Crimson. Don't try to give Crimson therapy, okay? She is not here for it.
Good evening, Samuel. I hope you are feeling well rested. I have a new client for you.
I am, but I'm going to take a very quick little break, little pee break. And it is, because we've been going for about an hour. So, hold on to that thought, good sir. I'm actually going to save, too, while we're at it. New save spot. Cool. Alrighty. I will be right back in just a second. Hi, I'm back. Much better now. Alrighty. Let us see. Alrighty. Return.
Another one? I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot and we haven't re-seen anybody. Isn't the point of, typically with therapy, don't you see people more than once? They become like recurring patient?
Worry not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world's cares onto you.
I feel like you are.
I know how strongly this next client requires aid. She is a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality. It took me far too long to do so.
It's like, you're like 3,000 years old.
She's as old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was.
Good?
Take a look at her intake form.
Okay. Oh, she is. She's 1,804. Name is Medba? That looks like MEDB. Now down here it says Medi. I don't know if that's a typo or what. Medba? Medi? Bronze Age. An elder vampire like myself, Medi has lived mostly alone for the past 2 millennia. She grew up among wanton violence between Irish clan warlords and has since kept distance between herself and mortals. She now spends more of her time online, where she has become a streaming celebrity. I do not know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. She has expressed frustration at the increasing demands of her followers. Suggestion: be patient with the elderly. Okay, so be patient. And she's a streamer. Excellent.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left her nicer looking corpse.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
I feel like you died at a good age. You looking good. You got that strong DILF energy. I'm here for it.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she has to.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as elder vampires can often be.
I sure do hope I can help her.
Well, she's a streamer. She's just introverted.
You will do your best, I know. Let me allow you some privacy. She comes.
Hello?
Ah, you look kind of like Claroos. You got a little cute little hair like she does. Hello, Meddy.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it, Medbub? Medb?
Mev is my real name. Medby's just my screen name. You can call me Meddy if you like.
Okay, so that must have been M-E... Medb. Oh, it was Medb was her screen name on her intake form. I was so confused what I was looking at. Okay, Meddy.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Meddy. I'm Sam.
Is that all you are?
It is Irish Claroos.
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're a cute, strange cowboy man.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
Like, this seems inappropriate, ma'am.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse.
Her voice sounds very familiar. I cannot place it, but her voice sounds very familiar. Hold on. We gotta look her up, because y'all know how I get. I get obsessive over something. I gotta figure out who it is, and if I know them from anything. Alright, we're looking up vampire therapists on IMDb and seeing who Meddy is. Alrighty, Chaos. Let's see if she's listed. There's only 6 people listed. Sarah Grayson. Okay. Do I know her from anything? Let's see. She's been in Hades as Celine. Open Roads is August. Maybe from that. I have not played Open Roads, but I've watched a lot of streamers play Open Roads. I think that's the only thing I would have seen her from, possibly. Okay, good enough to know. Alright.
Oh, I want to dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about.
I feel like we are already off to a weird relationship.
You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much.
Okay.
I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run on.
What?
You can be my whiskery little pet.
I don't know how this relationship is gonna go, Meddy.
What is the matter, Samuel?
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
Oh, she's just thinking you're cute.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable to be around. I believe this will be an excellent challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel.
She's wearing a ring. Is she marriaged or just wearing a ring?
Explain to her your boundaries. You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can do it.
Alright, clear and polite.
You look distracted, little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
He's not a mouse!
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries.
Yeah. I think that about covers my batteries. Let's see. Start with, I don't want to wear a mouse onesie.
First of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
I could sew one for you. I would make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
That's not how you put on a onesie, but okay.
Okay, well, maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
This is not about making you happy, ma'am.
Well, it wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine. But I don't like it.
Alright, well, you can pout about that. That's fine. And also, I don't want to live in a cage.
This stuff about putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner.
Yeah, that's not for Sam.
Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
Yep, that's an important thing.
You don't want me to do things to your body?
No, I'm your therapist. That's not, again, blood partner. We're not dating right now, ma'am.
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
I don't eat cheese. Do I eat cheese? Or can I just say that about... I might as well click all of them.
I don't eat cheese, you know that. We only drink blood anyway.
There we go.
Mortal food doesn't exactly agree with us.
I didn't know if that was in this lore, because I know that some people in some vampire lore, like, they can eat food, but, like, they don't need to, or it makes them sick or something, but this one, clearly, like, yeah, it doesn't agree with us.
But a mouse who doesn't eat cheese is hardly a mouse.
I'm not a mouse.
But I'm not a mouse.
I'm a vampire man.
Then why do you have twitchy whiskers?
It's called a mustache.
I just like the way they look.
I just have a mustache.
So do I. That's why I think you should eat some cheese.
She thinks that if you... A psychopath doesn't eat fucking cheese.
Well, I ain't gonna. Take it or leave it.
You're very mean for a mouse.
He's not a mouse. He's not a mouse.
I think that about covers it.
Very well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Yeah, but they're not also your therapist, so...
Well, this is less boring then. It's something new.
Yeah. I'm very laggy? Am I? It doesn't appear to be laggy. Not on my side. Now less laggy. Okay, maybe my computer was just doing a thing? I don't know. Let me know if it does it again, because right now I'm not seeing it.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
I'd rather you didn't.
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me.
It's kind of still of a weird thing she wants to do.
But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that...
She's... What? None of these things. I'm gonna go with overworked, because she said that she was feeling overwhelmed by things that people were asking her to do.
You're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work you in?
It said she was a streamer.
I play video games.
Video games? Like Star Invaders?
Oh, honey.
No, silly. More like Overcharged 2 and Pension Impact. More of an FPS and RPG girl.
Gotcha. You look like it.
I don't know what them things are. I kind of figured video games were just a fad, like collecting ferns was in my time.
Collecting ferns? Did people actually collect ferns? This is a thing? What? What?
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people.
Oh, Red Dead 2? I mean, he would fit right into Red Dead 2.
Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, you kill even more
You
people.
pretend you feel bad about it. Pension Impact. Yeah, no, that was good.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
Yeah, she's a streamer.
I stream on Glitch. I have millions and millions of followers there.
Damn, girl, you doing good.
Wait just a gosh darn minute. People are paying to watch you pee?
Wait, no, Sam. That's very different. That's a nursing home name for Zoomers. No, Sam, that's very, very different. That's...
Of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page. If I could pee. Which I can't, because I'm a vampire.
My Only Zealots. That is amazing. Oh.
Alright, you gotta walk me through this.
Poor Sam. Sam does not understand the internet. What's streaming if it ain't peeing? What's Only Zealots? Okay, ask about streaming then.
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing?
Streaming means to share your computer screen
More
to the
than
internet.
fans page. That would be good. I still want to make our own website where it's like that, but it's called Only Beans, and it's where you can just post pictures of cat feet. It's just cat bean toes. I still think that would be a great thing.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails?
Oh, honey.
Sort of. Mostly people just like to watch people shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Little computer people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned, though.
No, I guess we gotta ask what's Only Zealots.
What's Only Zealots?
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
Uh-oh. Sam, you shouldn't have asked.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal bloodbags who will do anything for me. They're very useful.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
Yeah, that would be a terrible... That would be one of the worst, like, a baby vampire that's an actual baby. That would be the worst kind of vampire ever.
I had some more questions.
Sure.
What's all this RPG and FPS stuff?
Role-playing games and first-person shooters.
Kinda dark to be playing games about the first person you ever shot. That ain't a good moment.
Oh, honey.
You're extra silly. It's a video game with a first-person perspective. It only looks as though you're shooting someone. I like the ones where there's lots and lots of blood. I end up feeling quite hungry.
That makes sense. I can see that for vampires.
Are they still using corn syrup to look like blood? Never looked realistic to me.
Not in games.
They don't use corn syrup in video games. You're very funny.
I'm glad I'm funny, I guess. Let me ask you something else about these video games.
Nah, actually, I think
Alright, I think I understand a little better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me, they buy clothes and gifts for me.
She's got a nice setup.
They dispose of all the bodies. And they let me kill them too. They're all so eager to die. Poor little lambs.
That took a turn.
They're like servants?
Servants, little sheep, whatever you'd like to
She's
call
got
them.
millions of thralls at her bidding.
And they're willing to just up and die for you.
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them. They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
Sam is so innocent, it probably does.
I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
I mean, Sam, we're here for people to be honest, Sam.
Breasts, vulva.
She's gonna break this man's brain.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
Quit playing with Sam.
So, these followers of yours do a lot of work for you, huh?
But I have almost 100 million little sheep.
Good God.
It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
Man, that is a massive following. I don't know of anyone that has 100 million followers. Is there actually anyone out there that has that many followers? I'm looking it up. Who has the most followers ever? Yeah, like Ninja as in February had 19 million. Yeah, I don't think anyone has 100 million followers. That is crazy insane.
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
Is this Nosferatu thinking?
Is it really true that if you don't have your followers,
I got 10
you won't
distortions
have
correct in a
anything?
row.
Ain't
Yes!
you got other stuff you're interested in?
Yes! I didn't think I was gonna get that one. Unfortunately, there's even more higher tiers than that. So, yeah, it's gonna be a struggle for me.
I suppose I enjoy reading. And video games. And I can do those things alone. There's also playing games with my body.
She really likes to bring that one up. Poor Sam.
Oh, yep, there's that.
I love his response. Oh, yep. There's that. Sam comes across as, like, the never been kissed type. I know that he probably has, But maybe he's just trying to be professional because he's a therapist, but he also just seems so innocent, which I can see why she wants to play with him, because that's usually the type in the dating games. I'm literally this person, usually, in the dating games. I want to find the one that I can make very uncomfortable and tease and harass. Just not my therapist. Shin! Hello! How are you doing? It's lovely to see you.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow,
This voice actress is fun.
That ain't always true. But let's get back to what you were
It
saying.
ain't always true, only for most of us.
If I don't make them all happy, they'll turn against me.
That's definitely sounds like Nosferatu, right? Because
That's some pretty extreme thinking. Your followers can't all be that fickle. The idea that you can make everyone happy is something that ain't in anyone's power. And assuming you have no control and they'll all turn against you ain't true either.
That's true, I suppose. I can do things you couldn't dream of. But I won't show them to you because you're an American.
thanks. I don't actually know how to take that, Medi.
That is much appreciated, miss. And now about the stuff you were saying.
All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
No, you won't be. I guess this again.
That's all you'll be? Come on, Medi. You're a human being. And
Well,
what's more,
she's a
you're an
vampire.
immortal one.
Yeah, she's a vampire.
You're the sum of hundreds of years of living. Don't go discounting that. I'm sure you've got plenty to offer.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't have much else to share, it seems.
Is this disqualifying the positive? It's been a while since we've done something other than Nosferatu thinking. Oh, man. I think it's disqualifying the positive, because it's not labeling. She didn't say should, and I don't think it's a control fallacy. Oh, I'm gonna try.
Come on now, you've been around for nearly 2,000 years. How in the heck could you have nothing to offer? I'm sure you could tell me all sorts of things about history and the places you've been to and the things you've done.
Yeah.
If I talk about things I like, my followers abandon me. Fickle little bloodbags. They always like it when I show off, though.
It sounds like you just don't have a good community.
That's a problem with your followers, not you.
Yeah.
Don't go disqualifying the positive things about yourself just because they don't see it.
Yeah, that's unfortunately what happens when you're someone who's very attractive. Like, a lot of your followers are there just to look at you, you know, and they're not appreciating you for who you are. It sounds like she just has a really shitty community, to be honest. Like, but even with, I mean, she's got 100 million followers. There's definitely some people who like her just for her. Like, there has to be, statistically speaking. Now, would a lot of people probably leave if she stopped doing all that? Probably, because I feel like the majority of the people are there just to stare at her. But if that's not what she wanted to do, she could still have other people who watch her for other reasons. Plenty of people do that. But it's up to her what makes her happy. Because I guess it's up to her. Does she want people who just to have the numbers and the followers and doesn't really care? Like, yeah, they're just here to look at me. That's okay. Or does she want them to be there for other reasons? I think that's what she needs to determine, what makes her happy and fulfilled. Not doing things just because of other people demand it.
Very kind, Manling. If you were one of my followers, I might even let you live.
I'm literally a vampire, but thank you.
A very kind gesture, miss.
I can't help but think, though, I should make my little sheep happy. After all, they are willing to die for me.
That's a shit statement. Technically, you don't have to do anything for them. I don't think you have no obligation to do anything for the people who stare at you through the video screen. Like, no offense, chat, but you're just providing entertainment for these people. You're not in some sort of contract to do what they tell you to do. And I know that's a big issue for a lot of streamers. They feel this exact way. They feel like they have to do things people tell them, or people get really pushy and start telling them like what games to play and things like that, which really bothers a lot of streamers and such. So no, you do not have to do that. You set your own boundaries.
You say you should keep your followers happy. Do you like it when they're happy?
Just because I kill my bloodbags doesn't mean I wish to be
Parasocial
cruel.
relationships, absolutely.
After all, they're so cute when they die with smiles on their precious little faces.
I mean, to be fair, she does want to kill them. I feel like we already have a little bit of a different... this is a little bit of a different dialogue than streamers say today, because hopefully they're not out there murdering people. But, I'm just saying, that there's still... She's complicated. I'm the exception to most communities, oddly. That's because you harass people until they make you mod, Moose. That's literally what you do. You're like the most annoying person. You befriend them through annoying them and harassing them with your weird charisma. As the kids say, you got that riz. That's how you join people's communities.
I'm glad to hear that, but here's the thing. When you say you should make them happy, you turn it into a responsibility. If you got 100 million people you should please, that's pressure you don't need. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you literally cannot do that. That is not physically possible to make that many people happy.
You are too sweet, little mouse. Like a sugar mouse. Someone might try to eat you.
Medi, stop. You're making it weird again.
Heck, they already did. How do you think I turned into a vampire?
Ah, nice. Smooth, Sam. Smooth way to transition that.
You make me seem very silly for worrying so much about my blood bags. Not a very good vampire, am I?
No, I think it's okay to worry about them if you genuinely are interested in them.
Well, what's a good vampire supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're gonna kill people to stay alive, you know.
My blood father used to tell me that we were supposed to be gods.
No.
Told me that we would rule all humanity. I imagine he'd be ever so disappointed in me.
It sounds like he had some wrong ideas, though.
Well, blood parents are always complicated. They like continuing their legacies, but people ain't too good at being anything but themselves.
I wish someone would tell him that. He's a very bad listener.
Well, you should be proud of yourself for getting away from him. I know it ain't easy.
I didn't leave him. The druids sealed him away long ago.
Oh. Well, alrighty then.
Slow our soul when he escapes. And there will be nothing we can do. Oh, it's gonna be ever so much blood.
Is that a control fallacy that there's nothing we can do? I think we could definitely do something.
I think we can handle a vampire. There's a lot more of us now, and I bet the bastard ain't even heard of a gun.
That's true. If he's been sealed away for like 1,000 years, he's got something coming to him when he wakes up.
You don't understand. He's a wizard.
Okay.
The last I heard, wizards ain't bulletproof. Let's give ourselves a little credit.
We've got like all sorts of weapons now, honey. I think we could take on one vampire with all the other vampires because we're also immortal. I think I'll be alright.
I ain't gonna worry too much about this fella. Besides, if he is coming back to kill us all, we only got so much time to enjoy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
These dang followers of yours have got you stuck at home, though.
It's better this way. It's not safe outside.
Because you're burning the sunlight. Just go out at night, like the rest of us pale people.
Well, why do you say that?
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible.
I think that's not Sriracha thinking because she's only thinking of like the extremes.
I know you've been through some tough times, Mitty, and you got a hell of a lot of reasons to think people are all awful. But those experiences ain't the be-all and end-all. There's a lot of bad, a lot of good, and even more in between.
Maybe. But it's safer to assume that it's all bad. Mortals are very afraid, and when mortals are afraid, they are quite cruel.
I mean, that's a very true statement. This part, that people are very cruel when they're... People are afraid of things that are different, and when they're afraid, they act irrationally. Which, for a lot of people, are downright cruel because of it. But... I think that you're just putting yourself in a little box by safer to assume it's all bad. I think you just need to be aware of stuff and be careful.
That's more of that all-or-nothing thinking.
Yeah.
There's billions of people out there now, and more differences between each and every one of them than you'd expect.
Yeah.
But I don't need to endanger myself anymore. I have my sheep.
Then, are you happy with that or not happy with that? Because I can't tell if you are happy that you never go out or if you're upset because of that.
I'm sure we'll get to talking about them real soon.
We can talk about them now. They help me stay in my flat. If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And touch them and enslave them.
This sounds like a control fallacy.
With all due respect, miss, you're playing with sunshine here. Life is always gonna change. That's the one thing we can be sure of. Your retreating from society is only gonna make it harder to face the changes ahead.
Such as when the machines arrived.
That was so foreboding. You mean like, but don't you like computers, or do you mean like cars?
What machines are you talking about?
The ones in the factories. The ones who made me leave the bog. Did not like that very much. Not at all.
You like a bog witch? What is going on? What? The ones in the factories that you had to leave the bog? What?
Oh, look, I didn't want to upset you. You're here to handle the world a little better, and that means being honest about what might happen. That makes sense?
Yes. The machines keep getting stronger. I should be ready for them.
Are you gonna rage against the machine over here? Like, what? I'm so confused.
All right. Well, let's keep talking.
They used to call me Calich Namona, the Witch of the Bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
Oh, she labeled herself. She labeled herself a monster.
Hold on a sec, Mitty. I get that there's safety in people thinking you're some kind of monster. But what I can't abide is you calling yourself one. Names have power. You know what they used to call me?
Fuzzy McWhiskers. Scaly Tail Sam. Ooh, Scurrying Sam.
I ain't that cute. Quit calling me cute.
They called me Slaughtering Sam. And as you might imagine, I didn't earn many friends with that name.
That's not very cute at all.
It's not very cute at all.
No, it ain't. I didn't feel cute neither. I felt like an evil bastard, and that ain't a good feeling.
I didn't say I liked being a monster. It just makes me feel safe.
Then let's find a way to help you feel safe without calling yourself a monster then, huh? But keep going.
There's other ways you can make yourself safe.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair.
No, I think that's Nosferatu thinking because you're only thinking in extremes.
Medi believes there is
Seriously?
only one course of action to take. We know this cannot be true, do we not?
Isn't that what Nosferatu thinking is? That's literally the definition of this, when you think there's only one thing.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster
Oh,
I
she
really
literally
am
said
from the
should.
safety of my lair.
Oh, I'm so angry at myself. I'm so angry at myself. Pardon me.
Living
once.
alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
I know you've been through some tough times, but there's some stuff you're saying that just doesn't square
Wait, you
with
can
reality.
just click through those
Let's
instead
go
of
over what
solving
you just
them?
said.
Wait a minute.
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me.
You've already
touch me
talked to this about
if I
this.
stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning
Hold
me,
on. Why
I
is
can
it
burn
repeating
them
itself?
and touch them and
Stop,
enslave
stop.
them.
Stop.
They used to call me Calich
Hold
Namona,
on. What is
the
happening?
Witch of the Bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
Okay, that's nice. Hold on. I'm trying to see exactly where we are right now. Something's going on weird. Alright. 1608. Okay, it has not saved any checkpoints at this point. Oh, wait, no, it did. Just way earlier it did. Okay, so I can't go back and fix whatever I did.
If I want to be safe, I should
yeah,
show
should.
Well, why should you show them what a
I'm
monster you
so
are?
mad. I had such a high rate there. I was like, probably like 15 or 16 in, getting it right, and then I misclicked. Ugh, so mad. Okay.
so that they'll know to stay away, of course.
And is that the only way people will stay away?
It's the way I know. I used to put severed heads outside my cottage, but the policemen don't like that very much.
Yeah, I can see why.
So what if I said you should protect yourself by putting severed heads outside your place again?
I'd say you should learn otherwise. The police can be very mean.
Yes, they can.
That's what I mean. Should doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. It might seem like it's just words, but them words can lock us up tighter in a bank vault. But let's keep talking.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
Yes, you can. Is this Nosferatu thinking?
We
Oh
ancient
my God.
vampires are very few. I can tell you with some certainty that your client is very good at hiding her true capabilities, perhaps even from herself.
Okay, thanks. So is this a control fallacy?
Living alone is the life I know.
We ancient
Oh my God.
vampires are very few.
Living
I get
alone
it.
is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
Is this disqualifying the positive because she has the ability but she doesn't see it?
You know, you're what, some 1,800 years old? You're older than any government on Earth. You've seen the world change in ways none of us could dream of. Hell, you basically won the internet, and I can barely open up my Vmail program. You're way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for.
I suppose that's true. But I'm not very good with real life people. Unless I'm eating them.
I feel that. I mean, not this last part. I definitely do not do that part. But I feel this middle part.
You're still disqualifying the positive by canceling out all them skills you got. You can use all that modern lingo I've barely even heard of. You damn fam?
Oh, Sam.
That was ages ago.
See what I'm saying?
You are very clever, sweetling. It is easy to forget how small and weak mortals are. But the world is a big place full of things that might try to hurt me.
Well, before you face the world, why don't we start with your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Let's start slow. Take a walk around your block, 15 minutes a day. Just spend a little time outside looking at the moon.
I suppose if anyone tries to hurt me, I should be able to kill them or enslave them. Very well, strange cowboy man. If anyone does kill me, I'll simply become a ghost. Then I can whisk myself up your bottom with a little ghost needle and poke at your guts.
Why would you say something like that?
I don't think it'll come to that. Just spend some time outside and see how you feel, and we'll talk again in a month. Sound good?
Please don't do that to me, Betty. I have a serious concern now.
Very well. I suppose my followers outside must be eager to carry my coffin home. I promised I would eat them when we got there, so shouldn't keep them waiting.
Shouldn't keep them waiting.
Farewell then, little mouse.
Bye-bye.
Hoo-wee!
That was weird.
Well done, my friend. You seem a little out of sorts. Are you quite all right?
Weren't you watching, Andy? That was weird.
She was something else.
Like so many of our kind, she simply struggles to adjust to a constant.
I don't think it's just that. I don't think it was just that. I think it was her weird relationship with me and trying to call me a little mouse the whole time. I think that was the weird part.
I think you will be of great help to her. She clearly likes you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Exactly, that's what I'm afraid of.
You are under my protection while you are here, Samuel. I guarantee no ghosts will travel up your posterior.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it.
You have done excellent work tonight. Please, relax downstairs. Summer will be here before we know it, and the nights shall become short once again.
Well,
Rest in peace, my friend.
I guess their favorite time of year is winter when you get when the sun sets early. A long night. That's what time of year it is now, and it's just so weird seeing how dark it gets so early.
Tarnation. I'm glad the kids here aren't glued to their little TVs. I wonder why that is. I'll bet Crimson knows.
Guess there's no TV in here?
Giddy up, little doggy.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
Truth is, I'm running out of cowboy terms. What can I get you, handsome?
How about a kind ear for my troubles?
You got a real old school way of seeing bartenders.
Please, Crimson.
But in this case, you're right. I am a good listener. Lay it on me.
I got this new client. Makes me feel old.
250-year-old man feels old, huh?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought I understood people, but she's from another time, like. I've been around a long time, and I ain't seen nothing quite like this internet. But my client lives there.
And you think you can't help her because you don't understand the internet?
Oh. So you did help her say you're not sure. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say I'm not sure.
Now, I remember when the first steam locomotive showed up and we thought, that's it, we've invented everything.
Really?
Oh, laugh all you like. Point is, I'm getting old faster than I ever have before.
Here's the thing, cowboy. Nobody understands the internet. I don't feel old yet, though. Still just glad to be alive, thanks to Andy's blood.
Oh, yeah?
I know you've been curious about why I've been drinking vampire blood. You don't have to pretend.
I just thought you were kinky like that.
I've got a rare blood cancer. Andy's blood is what's keeping me alive.
Oh, I'm real sorry.
I didn't say I was dying. I said I had cancer. Stop making that face.
Stop making that face.
I'm just glad I found Andy. Don't think I was quite ready to die.
Well, I, for one, am glad you're sticking around, Crimson.
Yeah.
Well, thank you kindly. So what'll it be, Sam? You ain't gonna dance?
No, I ain't gonna dance.
You owe me that story one day, cowboy. Here, have a little something I whipped up for Andy. Herbal blood tea.
Tea? What? Tea?
No garlic, right?
Why would garlic be in tea, Sam?
No garlic.
Why would it be in tea?
Mighty kind of you. Maybe I'll take a nightcap. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Adios, muchacho.
I think that's my last client for a while. My caseload's big enough. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Maybe something from one of my books will inspire me. But then again, I could watch cartoons instead.
Let's read a poem.
I think I'll read a poem. I've got one I love. Carry one, Walt Whitman.
Why did your voice get caught? No. Why did your voice just get ended early?
I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me, as good belongs to you.
Alrighty.
I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents born here, from parents the same, and their parents the same. I, now 37 years old, in perfect health begin, hoping to cease not till death. Creeds and schools in abeyance, retiring back a while, sufficed at what they are, but never forgotten. I harbor for good or bad. I permit to speak at every hazard. Nature without check, with original energy. Just a little reminder that I'm still human.
Oh, alrighty then.
I think that's enough action for one night. Time I got me some shut-eye.
Man, that
Good night, son.
poem. Good night, son. Man, that poem was a lot of action for one night. Let's go.
A fine evening to you, Samuel. How are you feeling tonight?
Not bad, not bad. A little overwhelmed, but I guess I kind of have a lot going on these days.
Indeed you do. The mind is an easy place to get lost in, is it not?
That it is.
You ain't kidding. Keeping all them cognitive distortions in my head and sorting through all my clients' problems ain't easy.
We are not machines, Samuel. I believe you will find that you can never handle everything at once. There is a term the mortals use these days, multitasking. It's a kind of meta-control fallacy. Even we must handle thoughts one at a time.
I guess. I just hope I can concentrate on my own therapy with all this stuff bouncing around in my noggin.
I do not expect you to be an exception to the rule, my dear fellow. Let us see whether we can clear your head.
Okay.
I would like to introduce you to a ritual I have learned for stealing the mind.
Alrighty.
This some kind of ancient vampire secret? Something the old ones gave you that's been lost to time? Something mortals could never imagine?
Are we just gonna be meditating?
No, it's just meditation.
No, that's what I figured.
Oh.
Oh.
That does not make the technique any less valuable. Now then, close your eyes. I will guide you through this process.
Alright.
Think of a place that brings you comfort. Where is it?
I'd have to say the woods. I always liked being in nature.
I have a Snuggie around me, and I was trying to put one of my arms through my little Snuggie, but I had my Snuggie on backwards, so the sleeve was going the wrong way, so there we go. Hold on. We're getting in our Snuggie. My Kingdom Hearts Snuggie. Sleeve! Sleevies! My sleevies! Okay. Hold on, we're getting comfortable! Okay. Alright, we're ready. Okay. In the woods, we're in the woods.
Then imagine the woods, and let your thoughts come to you.
Okay.
When you try to focus on your thoughts, you will find them difficult to catch.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's a mini game. Andy sure is a tall glass of water, kind of. So I miss princess. Who's the princess? Focus and focus. So, I click.
What you must do is simply breathe. Fill your lungs, and your thoughts will slow down.
So, I have to click to breathe?
Simply concentrate on your thoughts for a moment, and they will clear.
So if I click on one, wonder what's on Batflix. So I have to click on them?
When they become elusive once more, simply let your breath go. I shall let you begin.
Okay.
I ain't cut out for this therapy thing. Andy sure is a tall glass of water. I miss my princess. I kinda miss farting.
Oh wait, no.
Focus, Sam, focus.
What am I supposed to be
He's got
doing?
a pretty mane. Wonder what's on Batflix. Should I hook up with Reinhardt?
Am I supposed to? I should hook up with Reinhardt. I should think about
I'm
that.
so bad at meditating.
I am bad at meditating. Okay, I'm breathing in. I'm letting go. I don't want to acknowledge any of these thoughts. I'm just wanting to breathe. I'm not bad at meditating. I'm doing a great job. Who's got a pretty mane?
I like blood from San Antonio, not New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Relax. Ain't no vampire hunters here.
Okay, well, think about that. Relax.
Who's my favorite horse? Is it you?
Okay. Breathe in. Let go. Am I supposed to be clicking on these or ignoring them? Breathe in. Let go. So I just be ignoring all of these? Breathe in. Let go. None of these thoughts are like useful thoughts right now. So I'm not clicking on any of them. Am I supposed to... I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Breathe in. Let go. I'm clicking on one. Breathe in. I don't know if I'm supposed to be acknowledging thoughts or not. Wonder what's on Batflix. Am I supposed to be acknowledging all of these? If I just click on all of them... Okay, so when I click on them, they go away. I can't click on them. I'm so bad at meditating. That's my only thought. Nope, I can't click on any of these. I'm very confused. These are the only two that are left that I haven't clicked on yet. But when oh, now I can click on it.
How are you feeling now?
Oh, I was supposed to click on them. I thought I was supposed to ignore them and make them go away, but no, I'm supposed to acknowledge them so they go away. Okay. I understand now. I did not quite get the point. I'm sorry. I didn't understand that I was supposed to acknowledge the thoughts. I thought if we ignored the thoughts, they went away.
Yeah. All right. Fine, really. All them thoughts just feel like thoughts.
What sorts of things came up for you?
Weird random
Well,
stuff.
I thought about my clients. I thought about all them cognitive distortions. My horse came up a lot.
Your clients and your cognitive distortions did not come up at all, actually. Your horse came up like twice.
Your horse?
Yeah, Princess. She was my horse back when I was alive. I still think about her every day. I can't really stop.
Oh, horsey.
I understand. I have bonded with many horses in my own life, but it sounds as though the loss of Princess was particularly fraught.
Princess.
Yeah,
Would you like to start there?
not sure I'd like it. But seeing as it's come up, maybe we should talk about what happened to her. It's got a lot to do with my old gang. I mentioned them before. The Mystic Bastards was their name. They were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose, and I had nothing to lose.
Except for Princess.
That sounds like some Nosferatu thinking, my friend.
Oh, I can see that now. But it turned out I still did have something to lose. And they took that from me to prove my loyalty.
They killed Princess?
They took my princess,
Oh.
killed her in cold blood, and made me watch the whole thing. They made sure she saw me too.
Oh, Samuel,
I just stood there, watching her dying, with them big eyes looking at me like she knew I'd betrayed her.
You did.
They knew what it would take to break me, and it's my fault for letting them do it.
Oh.
But Samuel, these mystic bastards, it sounds as though these loyalty tests were a cruel, mechanical part of their indoctrination process. These are the actions of a cult. They had no special care for you or your princess.
Well, sure as shit worked. They knew where to hit me, and it's my fault for letting it happen.
What they did, Samuel, had little to do with you personally. You were vulnerable, and they took advantage. This is what cults do.
It's true.
But Samuel, you are exhibiting a cognitive distortion known as personalization. You are attributing the mystic bastard's actions entirely to your own supposed failings.
Wait, we've added another one. Am I gonna have to start adding that now?
While it is natural to grieve for your horse, holding yourself solely responsible is neither fair nor accurate.
Hold on a sec, my head's hurting. I can't hold on to all them distortions all the time. Ain't personalization a lot like a control fallacy?
An astute observation, Samuel. Personalizations are often a form of control fallacy.
Oh wait, control fallacy disappeared and now we have personalization over there. Okay.
While control fallacies often manifest as a belief that you have more control over external events than is actually the case, personalization is a more specific tendency to believe that external events are reactions to you.
Okay.
But let us leave control fallacies out of the picture for now. You are correct that keeping all distortions in mind at once is unrealistic.
Thank you, because I was saying this is already too much. I have trouble keeping track of 5. 4 would be a good number for me. 5 is a lot already. So...
I would not interrupt your thoughts if I did not think personalization important.
Okay.
You are shouldering the blame for Princess's death. I can see that.
Well, if it ain't my fault, who else's is it?
Theirs, because they're the ones that killed her.
The mystic bastards, of course.
Yeah.
Let me put it into perspective for you. I will make a series of statements, and you help me identify the personalization distortion.
Okay.
I overslept in my coffin because I forgot to set my alarm.
No, that definitely sounds like a you
I
problem.
bit Crimson's neck last night and missed the vein because I was distracted. It was entirely my fault.
Okay, that still sounds like yes.
Batflix raised my subscription price again because they knew I would pay no matter what.
Personalization?
Well, that's the personalization. Badflix has no earthly clue who you are. They just raise their subscription prices anyway.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with you personally.
Just as your gang planned to isolate members from their former lives. Do you see the connection?
I guess so. I was just too stupid to see it at the time.
Ah, calling yourself stupid
Labeling,
is what distortion.
labeling.
Yeah, it's labeling. But I should have known anyway. I knew that crew was bad news. I just thought I was bad news too.
You should have known. That's another distortion of reality, Samuel.
All right, fine. Should statement, whatever. So what the hell am I supposed to do, Andy? Say nothing's ever my fault and I don't gotta know nothing? I was responsible for getting that beautiful horse killed. She trusted me, and if I'd been someone else, she wouldn't have had to die in that awful way.
I am not asking you to lie to yourself. Far from it. And I am not suggesting that you absolve yourself of all responsibility. But what would you say if a friend came to you with the same story? Would you tell them what they should have done? Would you call them stupid? You said yourself that you joined your gang because they were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose. I do not think this is a circumstance most people choose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Remember, Samuel, we are trying to reframe our thinking by clarifying these distortions. I know it may feel as though I am picking on you, but I am not. Let us forget what you should have done to make room for a different distortion.
Oh no, now we're gonna get rid of the should statements and learn something else.
You are drawing a direct link from your emotion to the death of your horse. This is a distortion called emotional reasoning. I understand the guilt you feel, Samuel, but your guilt does not act on its own. This terrible thing, it did happen, and some choices you made undoubtedly created the circumstances for it to occur. You are not blameless, but let us restrict your blame to what you have actually done.
I'm sorry. I get awful worked up when talking about my princess. You should have seen her, Andy. She had these eyes. She looked right into my tainted soul and still loved me.
I understand, Samuel. We feel tremendous guilt when we fail an animal. When we look at reality, it is not to dismiss our burdens, but to process them fairly. I would like you to understand emotional reasoning so you can see how emotions color our thoughts. Please listen, and call me out when I am using emotional reasoning.
I will try, but I don't think I can fully understand the textbook definition right
I
now.
feel anxious. Perhaps it is the garlic naan I smell from the Indian restaurant next door.
That sounds like a valid reasoning, because garlic can kill, or like makes vampires sick or weak or something.
The mood in my club is somber tonight. I am sure it is a reflection of my own dark mood.
No, I don't think so.
That's the emotional reasoning right there. I don't think them folk in the club know too much about how you're feeling.
Exactly. Our emotions can feel all-encompassing, and that is purely biological. We are animals, Samuel. There is a small cluster of brain tissue at the base of the cranium that tells us we are safe or that we are about to die. The complexity of our existence is at odds with our biology, but we have the logic to recognize it.
Well, if reincarnation's a thing, I think I'd rather come back as a horse.
Oh,
It is indeed a boon and a curse to have human complexity of thought.
yeah.
No kidding. If I were a horse, I'd know better than to join any cowboy gang, let alone the Mystic Bastards. I'd be happy with a bag of oats and a field to run around in.
Ignorance is bliss.
How did you end up with the Mystic Bastards in the first place?
Well, like I said, I didn't have much choice. Nobody would have taken me in at that point, except a hangman, maybe. I wasn't a vampire yet, so hanging didn't sound too appealing. The last job I did got my brother killed, and after that, my wife left with my daughter and I never saw him again. Can't say I blame her. I didn't have nobody. Ain't no surprise that a vampire gang would be the only people to take me in.
Oh, so the mystic, was it mystic or I guess just mystic. I cannot words. Mystic Bastards were a vampire gang.
Aha, so that is how you turned.
Yes, sir. It wasn't pleasant. Not the candlelight and writhing body sort of affair you see in mortal vampire stories.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
That is terrible, Samuel. The turning is never easy. How did they find you?
That job that got my brother killed, we partnered up with one of them Mystic Bastards for it. He knew where to find me.
And he knew you were vulnerable and that you had no place to go.
I've thought about that. Were they setting me up all along? Maybe. But whether they were or not, I really didn't have any place to go. I know when them wanted dead or alive posters go up, folk find dead easier and more fun. People saw me as outlaw scum when I was a kid, and there was no way they were going to be kinder knowing I was in a gang.
You know this for a fact. You are certain that no one would have any pity on you at all, that your only recourse was to join your gang?
I guess I don't actually know that no one but the bastards would have taken me in. Sounds like a cognitive distortion, huh?
Does.
I think you see the patterns now. It may seem like pedantry, and perhaps it is, but pedantry is the search for ultimate truth.
Spoken like a true pedant.
It comes with being terrifyingly old.
Oh, bless.
You discovered the cognitive distortion before I could point it out to you. It is a cognitive distortion similar to Nosferatu thinking. So let us put that particular distortion out of our
Yay,
minds
'cause
for
that
now.
one I struggled with. What are we replacing it
Yes, things were grim for you, but your experiences caused you to assume that there were none who would favor you with a kind eye. You were exhibiting the cognitive distortion of overgeneralization.
with? Oh, great.
The
Something
idea
else
that no
vague.
mortal could accept you.
Okay.
This clouded truth made you vulnerable to the Mystic Bastard's approach.
Damn. Maybe you ain't wrong, huh? I should have joined the Foreign Legion or something. Dang it, should statement.
Your mind is not a cognitive distortion shooting gallery, Samuel. Cut yourself some slack. All we seek is recognition of our distortions, not perfection and not punishment. Let us test your ability to recognize overgeneralization. Then I believe we will have covered enough for
Yes, my
tonight.
poor little brain is
Allow me
full.
to begin.
My poor brain.
Elder vampires are insufferable. They all think they know everything.
Well, that's already a overgeneralization. Not all of them are like that.
Wait, ain't you an elder vampire? You don't seem like much of a know-it-all.
That's right, Samuel. Though in all honesty, I used to be quite insufferable myself. I aspire to be more patient these days. Let me continue.
Okay.
It seems to me that being a werewolf is pretty rough.
That just seems kind of funny.
Vampires from Transylvania all have funny accents. I want to suck your blood. Who talks like this?
Is that an overgeneralization?
That seems like an overgeneralization, Andy. I
Yeah.
ain't sure any of them ever sounded like that. Pretty sure they all sound American these days anyway from watching bat flicks all the time.
Correct, Samuel. I apologize for the offensive accent. It was employed only to prove a point. Well done, Samuel. Your ability to identify
Yay.
cognitive distortions continues to impress.
Yay, I did good.
But let us bring things back to you. I do not ask you to absolve yourself of the things you have done. You did not have the tools to be mindful of the thought patterns that made you vulnerable to the mystic bastards. I have seen mindfulness take root in you, though, Samuel. I hope this session has been helpful to you.
Sam is coming such a far way. He's doing so good.
Yeah, I'm still sad. And still regretful about Princess. I think I'll always be. My not being mindful is what killed her. Every time I think about it, I just know I'm a terrible person who
No.
messes everything up. But I think the awareness helps.
You just labeled yourself. No, you're not a terrible person that messes everything
It
up.
does. Then please tell me what cognitive distortion you just exemplified. Was it emotional reasoning, overgeneralization, or personalization?
All of them. It's all of them.
I guess it was kind of all of them.
Yeah, I was like, you just did all three.
Masterful deduction, Samuel. Your sense of self-awareness is most impressive. Remember, cognitive distortions are not a cudgel to beat yourself with.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. If we're spouting cognitive distortions all the time, ain't my clients gonna be mad at my constantly interrupting them?
You continue to impress. Yes, we cannot bully our clients with distortions. Thus, I find it is best to clear our minds and focus on a few during each session. Keeping endless distortions in mind is not easy for a therapist either,
Yeah, that's
after
a
all.
lot.
I think we have done excellent work tonight, and I'm certain you've built up a thirst. I know this evening was emotionally intense. Ask Crimson for some scotch.
Drinking booze ain't exactly compatible with our biology, Andy.
By scotch, I mean Scottish blood. It's iron-rich and quite delicious. I age it in whiskey barrels.
Nice.
That sounds pretty nice. I might just do that and call it an early night.
As you wish, Samuel. Rest well, and do not lasso yourself so tightly, as you say. You are deserving of love, especially from yourself.
I'm just gonna leave before I get more embarrassed.
Very well, Samuel. Rest in peace, my friend.
No.
Samuel,
Oh,
greetings.
new day.
You are seeing Dr. Drain again tonight, yes?
Okay, alrighty. We're going to have another very quick break because it's been an hour now. I'm going to take a little stretchy break, and I will be right back since that was a good... got through another day. So, BRB, very quickly. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is go through this night, and then that will be it for the day. I want to continue playing. I want to play through this entire game on stream. I do not know how long and how many days are in it. I have no clue how many hours like are expected in this game, to be honest. But we're gonna go through this night, and then that'll be it for today. I do have some other, so getting back into the theme of like dating sim games, because I know this one's a little bit different than what I typically do on my channel. I have another one, so, let's see, I'm trying to remember the name of it, because I don't want to say the wrong name. It's the In Between, which is one that was made by, I know one of the people, it's the same people who did the, A Date with Death, so 2.5 Studios, I know, worked on it with another studio, which I have not played any of the games for, so I apologize greatly, but, the name is just lost on my brain right now. That's one that's on my list that I want to play. I have a couple other ones as well, but I think the next dating game we're going to do is the In Between, which has a really hot looking Catboy in it, so, you know, I gotta check that out. Pretty boys and all of that. But yeah, so that will be the next, so y'all be on the lookout for when I'm going to be streaming that next.
And his name is John C.
Hi, Moose. No, the Catboy's name I do not think is John Cena. Fake news. I don't know what his name is. I have no clue. I've just seen pictures and adverts and stuff that they had in the, A Date with Death game, and so I added that to my list, and right now there's a demo out for it. I don't think the full game has come out. I think it's just a demo at this point. But again, we have to play through that. So that will be the next thing I stream. If I'm feeling well, this week sometime, but I can't promise a certain day, because I do not know what my schedule is going to be like with work, and also how I'm going to be feeling. Because like I said, when we started stream this last week, I ended up in the ER again for one day, and it's just been miserable, and that's why I'm having to take breaks and stuff, because I'm on medicine, and just living my not best life. So, yeah, that's just how we are right now. But I'm trying to still do the things I enjoy, which is why I'm still trying to make sure I get to stream. I'm still trying to upload videos, some, when I can, when I have content to upload for Love and Deep Space, because that's been a little spotty lately. You can go see on my tweets. Oh, and my Blue Sky, because, you know, with the mass exodus of Twitter, so many of us went over to Blue Sky. So I do have a Blue Sky now, which I'm trying to co-post whenever I'm posting on Twitter. I'm also posting there, at least I'm trying. No apps have, like, an easy share to Blue Sky button on them right now, so it's a couple extra steps, but it's just a better platform in general. Just not as many people are over on it yet, even though they had 1 million new people join, like, in one day, because we all got so pissed off with Twitter's new not real ban feature, which, if you don't know what it is, you're clearly not on Twitter and it doesn't concern you. But it's a big issue, it's a huge security issue, and that's why we're all, like, petitioning for like the app stores to actually, like, get rid of Twitter and block it, because it's bullshit, and they're gonna get someone murdered or something with this. Like, it's insane. It's such a security issue that it shouldn't even, it's technically breaks terms of service for being in most of the app stores. They're actually breaking terms of service. But anyway, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Look at y'all got me ranting on something that wasn't important. Okay, let's go back to this.
That's right. I'm keen to see how he's getting on. That fella's got himself wrapped up real tight.
Do not expect too much change too quickly. It takes a while for thoughts to internalize, even when we know the truth of them logically.
Very true, very true.
It took me only 2,800 years or so to internalize what I needed.
Only? Wow, well, that's great.
I don't think the doc's gonna be too keen to wait that long.
I do not think he will have to. Unlike myself, he has you to guide him.
Oh, gosh. I barely know what I'm doing, boss. I'm not sure I can keep track of all these new distortions I know about.
I do not think I can keep track of them at all.
I do not expect you to. We humans are distortion machines, my friend. But let us ensure we address Dr. Drain's core distortion. You know what it is, don't you?
It's being a big old grumpus. His was disqualifying the positive, right? Because he's the one that is addicted to his own plasma that he made.
It's disqualifying the positive, ain't it?
Dr. Drain does indeed exhibit this cognitive distortion, as we all do. But there is a distortion that truly drives his decision-making. I think you can tell me what it is.
I guess it should statements.
That fella's a should statement machine, I'll tell you what.
That's right. We can be certain he will carry this distortion with him, but I would like you to pick the rest to keep in mind, Samuel.
Okay.
Up until this point, you have addressed client distortions in small clusters.
Yes.
But now that you are aware of more cognitive distortions, you will notice them everywhere.
Great.
We must not use cognitive distortions as weapons to beat our clients with. So pick 4 more to keep in mind during your session.
But what do I do if I detect he's showing the distortions I'm putting aside?
You do not need to address all of them, my friend. You will not catch every distortion, and if you did, I believe your clients would find you irritating. I do not alert you to half of your cognitive distortions.
Thanks.
We know that Dr. Drain will exhibit should statements. What else do you think he will come to this session with?
Oh, so I get to pick some. Okay. We will pick labeling. Because doesn't he call himself like an addict and stuff like that? He will come with... He doesn't really seem like emotional reasoning. Maybe overgeneralization? He definitely disqualifies the positive. Let's see. Maybe control fallacy? Maybe overgeneralization? And control fallacy, maybe?
I think I've got what I need now.
So these are the ones I get to pick from now? Great.
Very good, Samuel. I will leave you to it. Have confidence. It is well earned.
I have no confidence.
I guess I just gotta believe you. All right, Andy, I'll do my best.
No confidence in myself.
I know you will. I will see you after your session.
Thanks.
I think I'm ready. And here comes the man himself.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
have partaken of my awful plasma almost every night. I am more monster than man now.
You didn't have a line at all, but okay.
Yes, well, I wish I could say the same. I have not had the most productive month.
I'm sorry.
Back on this productive wagon, huh? Last time we were talking about all them should statements. Yes, exactly. And what a waste of time that was. I took what we spoke about to heart, you know, like a fool. But the should statements, as you so tritely put them, were the only thing holding me together. You ignored the addiction problem I came to you with. Nay, worse, you told me it was fine. And oh, how eager I was to test that theory.
I remember, I think that he just hasn't been sleeping and eating alright.
I have partaken of my awful plasma almost every night. I am more monster than man now.
But you're supposed to do that. Oh, he's called himself a monster. You're labeling.
Compadre, you are a labeling machine tonight. Let's slow down and see if we can talk through what's been happening. Let's start with this monster label. Last time you told me that this plasma of yours just made you let loose a little. That don't sound too monstrous to me. You forget, Sam. We are vampires. When we let loose, all the world suffers. Sounds to me like we could be having a fruitful conversation about moderation. I have a better idea. Seeing as you do not understand the gravity of the situation, I will make you understand.
Alright, make me understand.
This is the plasma I've spoken of. Pure vampiric essence. I will show you how should statements are the remnants of our humanity. We should not be so quick to cast them away.
Oh, I have to pick something. Okay, this is the plasma, pure vampiric essence. Show you the should statements. We should not be so quick to cast them away. I mean, you just said should. Should I say that's a should statement? Or is this an overgeneralization? No.
Dr. Drain is assigning himself quite an imperative. But whence came this imperative, Samuel?
This is the plasma I've spoken
Is this
of.
labeling then?
Pure vampiric essence. I will show you how should statements.
What do you
Dr.
mean
Drain
by
is
this?
assigning himself quite an imperative. But whence came this imperative, Samuel?
Oh, is
This
this
is the
control fallacy?
plasma I've
Dr.
Oh
Drain
my
is
god,
assigning
you don't have to
himself.
repeat every
This
time.
is the plasma I've spoken of.
Okay,
Pure
so
vampiric essence. I will show you how should statements are the remnants of our humanity. We should not be so quick to cast them away.
this makes no sense. I feel like
I agree with you that should statements are human, but that don't make them universal. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's lots of ways to live, Doc. That is exactly the problem, Sam. We don't live. And this is the result most dire. Witness the wages of our sin.
why are you gonna take it then do absolutely nothing?
Now hold on a sec, Doc. I think we better. The time for caution is over. Goodbye, Sam.
Okay, so he's gonna take it.
What in hell?
You got hot!
Does it feel good to be alive? And who are you, darling?
Lord Lourdes? Is that who he becomes when he takes it? He's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde up in here.
I'm Sam. I'm your therapist, Doc. You know that. My therapist! Oh, how wonderful. How absolutely pathetic. A vampire therapist. Oh, what a sad, pathetic waste you are, Dr. Drain.
Huh, he's talking to us. Does he have multiple personalities?
Allow me to introduce myself, then. I am Lord Lyritus, and unlike that sad sack of quivering shit you've been talking to, I am a vampire.
Okay.
I kill, I drink, I fuck, and I'm dead sexy.
Alrighty then. So you're just enjoying, you're living your best life. Comment on his clothing, his posture, comment on his lack of glasses? Yeah, your clothes changed.
I never noticed your sweater was that tight. Yes, I like the way it rubs against my nipples. I'm not sure I needed that information. Oh, of course. Americans fear nipples, don't they? Ooh.
YouTube would have you think so.
Yes, I see it in your eyes. You're afraid, aren't you,
No.
American? Your Puritan blood chills at the sight of me.
No, actually.
Maybe I'll warm it up before I drain it from you and turn you into a husk with a stupid
But I'm a
hat.
vampire. Can you drink vampire blood?
I wouldn't try it.
Yeah, I don't think that would go well.
I'm not you, though, am I? And I am always hungry.
Oh, your eyes are blue. That's interesting.
I suggest you stay right where you are.
Oh, Sam. Okay.
A vampire with a gun? Oh, how our kind have fallen. What are you going to do, cowboy? Kill me? Nope, but I can make sure the next few months ain't fun for you. Oh, how very kind of you to care about me, darling. It'll be our dear Dr. Drain who suffers. But I need the little worm for now, so I suppose I'll let you live. Mighty kind of you. Now you just settle on down and we're gonna have a chat. Ugh, talking. We are animals. We are not meant for talking. But very well. At least give me something to drink. I can rely on your piteous human blood to do me that kindness, yes? All right, but I'm watching you, hombre. Look all you like. The show is free.
I like him much better. He's much more entertaining.
This is better than the swill I usually prefer. I'm more of a quantity over quality sort of creature.
I get that vibe.
Yeah, I know your kind. I used to be a lot like you. And I suppose now you are just as repressed as the sad creature that exerts control over this luscious body of mine.
No.
I'm more free than I've ever been, but don't you worry about me. Let's talk about you.
Yeah, let's talk about you.
You're going to psychoanalyze me. I live according to my nature. You might as well interview a lion. We'll see about that. I'm sure you are the way you are for a reason. You're not wrong about that. You know the answer already. Dr. Drain needs me. I am what is missing in his unlife. I am his hidden strength. I am his true essence. He is nothing without me, which he already realizes.
That sounds like labeling, but it also sounds like control fallacy. We're gonna try control fallacy first.
Lord Lourdes seems to believe Dr.
Yeah.
Drain is a completely insignificant part of his existence. Is this true, Samuel?
No.
I am
Is
his
this
hidden
disqualifying
strength.
positive then?
You're forgetting something. A lot of who you are is because of Dr. Drain. You know that fella denies himself a lot, and you do all them things he refrains from. Besides, didn't he make that plasma you sprung from? Do you know? You're absolutely correct. Very well. I'll give the little twerp his credit. He did bring me into existence, and what a wonderful existence it is. Were you aware that vampires possess absolutely no gag reflex? I can prove it.
You horn dog. It's good to know.
I don't mess with my clients.
Yeah, no, please don't.
But I'm not your client. That little rat man in tweed is. Of course he would deny himself the pleasure. You hear him talk about what he should do, but the sad creature cannot do those things. He should give in to me, and thanks to you, he has begun to.
Is this a should statement because you said should like twice?
Come on now, you're really countering his shoulds with your shoulds? I think that proves there ain't no such thing as a should everyone agrees on.
That's true.
But my shoulds are so much more entertaining. His have only bred him hundreds of years of pathetic existence. Well, that don't make a damn bit of difference. I bet there are vampires a hell of a lot more depraved than you who think you should be doing things differently.
Yeah, it's true.
Really? Oh, you must introduce me. If there are holes I don't know about, I should very much like to know where they are.
Essentially a Kyoshi vampire is what we have at this point.
How old are you anyway? Dr. Drain's been summoning me for 14 years now.
Oh, you're a teenager. No wonder you're such a pain in the ass.
Oh, things are starting to make a lot more sense. You certainly sound like a 14-year-old.
He just called you a child.
The transformation has already begun. I will subsume him. His body and his mind will belong to me completely, and Dr. Drain will cease to be.
Let's see. What is this going to be? Control fallacy?
You're awful confident about that, but I got bad news for you. You don't control Dr. Drain, he controls you.
Yeah, he gets to decide when you show up or not.
Oh, darling. The little doctor controls nothing at all, least of all himself. Make no mistake, he shall be mine. Oh yeah, and how do you know that? I know the little wretch far better than you do. He hasn't changed in centuries. Was he in therapy then? No, only in the modern age do we make do with such delusional exercises. So not everything he does is predictable. I don't think you got a good reason to be so confident.
Got him there.
Are you trying to fill my head with doubts? Do you even think that such a thing is possible? There is no such thing as doubt for beings such as we. We live or we die. That's all. And I will live.
That's definitely an overgeneralization, but you know.
I notice a funny way you and Dr. Drain talk about each other, as though you're totally different people. You really think that's true? Have you spoken with our pathetic little doctor? You know, he doesn't drink real blood. That's why he's so weak.
Yeah, I did get the feel from that's why he's weak, because, like, physically weak, because he's a vampire but not drinking blood.
Hold on, how's he even alive if he's not drinking
blood?
blood?
Yeah, I was like, how's he? I don't think he's doing well.
Oh, the little ball of shame didn't tell you. He's not even a vampire. He drinks that synthetic trash he produces instead of real blood.
Wait, is he actually a vampire? Synthetic. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't drink real blood, which is why he's not doing well. But also, yeah, that's labeling.
Seems to me you got a pretty dang narrow definition of what it means to be a vampire. Heck, I don't see you wearing a cape. You sure you ain't just a regular mortal? Don't be a fool. There is a minimum requirement for being a vampire, that's all. And Dr. Drain does not meet it.
I think it means that you're immortal.
He's an embarrassment to our kind, and worse, an embarrassment to me. I wouldn't be surprised if he were a 400-year-old virgin. If it weren't for me, his cock would have shriveled up like a raisin.
Well, alrighty.
I think I'm gonna surprise you, Lord, whatever you're calling yourself, but I think you're right. Dr. Drain does need you. But like it or not, you need him too.
You're two sides
How
of the
very
same
bloody
coin.
dare you? What possible use could I have for a little turd like him?
You just love labeling.
And none at all, long as you keep calling him names. You keep thinking of him as being a turd, and that's all he's gonna be. I admit, Dr. Drain might have a thing or two to learn from you, but he ain't gonna learn as long as you keep antagonizing him. Oh, come now, the little worm likes it. He is far better at hating Dr. Drain than I am, and I find him entirely loathsome. Then you ain't giving him room to grow. How would you feel if someone just called you an animal? I am an animal, pure and perfect. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. Vampires ain't animals, not even the worst of us. The moment we learned to talk and reason, living like beasts was out the window. What a strange creature you are. You dress like a buffoon, but speak like a philosopher. The buffoon is the more admirable of the two. At least he's honest. You and Dr. Drain lie and lie and lie to justify your existence. It's ridiculous to suggest that I need him. What could I possibly need him for? When I tire, I sleep. When I lust, I fuck. When I thirst, I kill. As it should be.
Interesting. Is this just an overgeneralization?
Lord Luridus exhibits similar cognitive distortions to Dr. Drain. He is quite sure of what a vampire must be.
So is this just
When I tire,
should
I
statements?
sleep. There it is again, that simple thinking and them shoulds that are only yours. Come the hell on. You think we vampires should just go on autopilot? Fuck, sleep, kill, repeat? Well, naturally, we should ensure that those things are fun. Otherwise, what's the point in doing them? That's it right there. I agree with you entirely. About time. I'll remove my clothing then. Or perhaps I'll remove yours. Not so fast. You're missing the point.
Yeah, it's like, wait,
If we're
no,
doing
no.
these things because they're fun, well, everybody's got their own idea of fun. That's our human experience at work. Like me, for instance. I'm more of a high intimacy kind of lover.
What does that mean, Sam? Does that mean you're like really romantic, or
Oh, boff. You managed to make even delightful things seem so
so you're like
heinous.
you're like a romantic type?
I'm only speaking the truth. What makes you so damn sure you know what being a vampire is anyway? Why do you think you've got it all figured out? Lie to yourself all you like, darling. We're all alike. I know what you crave.
Generalization?
There's loads of us vampires out there, all with different experiences. You really think we're all the same? We are animals, darling. Like all depraved animals, we exist to ensure we continue to exist. If we do not, we embrace oblivion. Well, that's a heck of a jump. We ain't powerless against our baser instincts, far from it. We can be better people. We can live in harmony with others. It is utterly pointless to fight our natures. Oh, that poor mortal had a family. Who gives a damn? I'm thirsty. That poor mortal must consume in order to live, and so must I. He simply pretends not to enjoy it. I don't need to do any such thing. I love to kill. I love the taste of blood. Why would I love it if it weren't the only way to live? Point is, you're gonna get real fucking bored if you don't find a reason to do what you're doing.
It's showing the red behind him for the distortion, but it's not letting me click one.
Do you think I need a purpose?
Okay,
That's
now
a
here we go.
mortal concern. I don't need a fucking legacy. I need blood. The only thing I should do is what I was made to do.
Oh look, you said should.
You're just as bad as Dr. Drain with all them should statements. He keeps talking about what he shouldn't do, and you keep talking about what you should
Y'all
do.
need to like marriage the two, okay? Be a little of this one and a little of that one.
You both act so damn sure of yourselves. You're so damn sure blood is all you need. Oh, did I forget to mention all the fucking?
No, you didn't.
No, but hombre, you live forever. Food and sex is enough for animals. They got short lives. They get threatened and they die real quick.
Yeah.
I know a lot of vampires who live like animals, and every single one of them is lost.
Yeah, you're a lot more complex
Like
than
him or
that.
not, Dr. Drain is your reason for living. Hell, if you didn't make this plasma stuff, you'd still be buried deep somewhere in his head. Fuck you. Dr. Drain is a pathetic little liar, and I will destroy him. That's what he wants. Then I'll come for you.
I don't know if that's
If
what
you're
he
gonna
wants.
kill me, you'd better be a quicker draw than I am.
Sam just has pulled out his gun so many times in this therapy appointment.
You wanna try your luck, compadre? No need. I do thirst, though, and I smell something downstairs. I smell mortals and Virgins.
Yeah, there's something
Oh,
down there,
how
too.
delicious. You've been holding out on me, cowboy.
No, I haven't. They've been there the whole time.
You can drink what's in that bottle till Dr. Drain comes back. I ain't letting the likes of you near them people. At least you're aware enough to know that I am a ravenous beast.
Yeah, because you're like a teenager with no self-control.
And beast that I am, I must kill.
Okay. Alright, Edgelord.
You will do no such thing to my mortals. Restrain yourself.
Hey, he showed up.
Oh, now who is this beautiful morsel?
I know, right? That's something we can both agree on.
I am far older than any blood you have ever tasted, whelp. Do not dare to think you can overpower me.
Don't threaten me with a good time, daddy.
I mean, again, I'm agreeing with you on this one.
I will keep this poor animal contained, Samuel. You did excellent work in handling him.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Deserve some rest. I will meet with you later.
Okie dokie.
If you're sure.
You babysit him.
Do not worry. I have no need to hurt him.
Okay.
Well, now I'm just disappointed. All right, Andy. I'll talk to you later. And Lord Lurid, or whatever your name is, think about what we talked about, huh? Dr. Drain's got something you need. Oh, Vom, get out of here already. Not you two.
Bye. I've survived the session. Yay! Why was that icon for that underwear? I don't need to know.
Tornation. Barely walked out of that one alive. And I thought therapy was just talking. I could use a drink. I could use a drink.
If it isn't the Lone Ranger.
Why did he say I could use a drink twice? Crimson, we're very thirsty, clearly.
Hey, Crimson.
You look a little down, cowboy. Have a shot.
Thank you.
I don't mind if I do.
Rough one tonight.
Well, you could say that. My client went a little feral. Tried to attack me.
That ain't good. I hope you booted their ass out.
No, he's being babysatted.
Well, here's the thing. He wasn't himself. The fella, he can't stand being a vampire, so the vampire comes out in nasty ways.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself into too much danger, cowboy. Cleaning up a pile of ashes isn't my idea of a good night.
Don't worry, your boyfriend took care of it.
So what? He just went and turned into a monster?
Kinda.
More or less. Went from a restrained fella to a hedonist beast.
How do you think you handled it?
I mean, I'm gonna say pretty well for Sam, you know, he did pull a gun on him multiple times.
I think I did all right. I learned a whole bunch of cognitive distortions now, so I was still able to challenge the beast. Well, the way I figure it, he's still desperate for help, even if he doesn't act like it.
Yeah.
I can see why Andy likes you. A heart's still beating in there.
Yeah.
I'm a creature of the night, too. I just want to help my kin.
People like talking to you, cowboy. They can't help sharing their lives with you.
Because Sam's so sweet.
Whatever it is about you, folks are always going to prefer talking to you over killing you.
I surely do hope you're right.
You know my big secret already. I wouldn't have told it to you if I didn't believe in you.
True.
Well, that's mighty kind of you, Crimson. I'm humble.
Sam, you just got one of those faces that, like, people just feel like they can open up to you.
Quit it with the aw shucks stuff. Now you're just trying to be cute.
He is just cute.
And making success visit.
Reinhardt is back! Oh, I'm so excited. Hello.
Oh, hey, it's my little buddies. How's it going, kids?
Bad.
Oh no, why?
I'm sorry to hear that, Maxie. What's going on?
What is Crimson's secret again? Well, there's two things that we've learned about her. One, we've learned that she's blood partners with Andy. So she actually, like, gets to drink his blood. So she's, like, in her 50s, but, like, stuck at 30, essentially. So that was, like, one of her secrets that she told us. And then she also told us earlier that she actually has a rare type of blood cancer, which is why she's drinking his blood to stay alive. So those are the two things we've learned about Crimson.
Make some room, Kinder. I've got customers to serve. Go talk in the kink room.
Okay.
Would you like to chat in the kink room, Maxie?
I would like that very much.
Okay, tell me what's wrong.
So what's going on, Maxie?
My boss yelled at me today and made me sad.
Aww, that was not nice of them.
Well, what happened?
Someone injected a malicious SQL query into our API and used it to execute code. We did not have our queries parameterized, so they were able to drop the user table entirely.
That's not good, and I actually understand that entire thing because I work in SQL. And I work in APIs. I love the IT goths. I actually understand that. Then that's not good. Wait, why did you didn't? User table. Why didn't you have it locked down? And also, oh, I guess the API didn't have the right. Oh 9. Oh no. Oh no is right. Why isn't your API? I would assume you would have an API code or some other security parameters in there. Well, you just said you didn't have your parameterized, so you didn't have security parameters. Ooh, that's not good.
I warned the backend developers that this would happen, but I got all of the blame.
Oh, do you also work in QA? I work in QA. Oh no.
That sounds like a real mess, Maxie. Reminds me of the time I forgot to lock the gate on a cattle drive. By morning, every last cow was gone, just like your, user table thing.
Yeah, but it sounds like she tried to warn them, and it's not her fault, because it's the developer's fault for not fixing it.
Well, maybe your boss was hopping mad, but I bet next time they'll listen to you.
I hope so.
Am I the only one who is now aroused?
Oh, right, no.
No, Reinhardt, I am also aroused.
Okay, get on over here and pass me some neck.
Aww. Oh, we're gonna play. Okay, alright. Let me see if I can actually do it right this time.
I feel as though all my worries have been sucked away.
I'm getting better.
I am well acquainted with this feeling, Hazi.
And you will be once more.
Oh, is it?
I think that's my cue to get to my coffin.
Oh, never mind.
You scared the American away, Maxie.
Oh, you scared the American away.
I suppose I am a very bad girl.
It's never the dev's fault in software development. Sadly, yeah, no. Again, as someone who works in QA, I know. Even when the devs make a mistake, it's never their fault. Someone else should have caught it. I'm like, it's your code. And I point out things. Yeah, devs get... Again, it's weird because I not only do development work, like, and I know coding, I also just work in QA, so I see it from both sides. But at the same time, like, if you make a mistake and you messed up in your code, you messed up in your code. Like, it happens. Just fix it. Like, I'm very much like, just fix it. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Just make it work. Anyway. Alright, oh goodness.
Alright, I'm out. Bedtime for Sam. I'll see you kids later.
Bye, I'm glad we made you feel better. Y'all kids have fun. Bye. Hey.
Samuel, greetings.
Greetings, and on that note, that is going to be it for the night, because I said that we were going to go then, and we've been going 2.5 hours, and it is dinner time now for me, so it's time for me to go. I've seen devs admit to known bugs and issues that they documented in change testing, and someone else still gets the blame. Yeah, sounds about right. That sounds like some government work level stuff right there. Yeah, we have all sorts of issues with that. At least your devs document stuff. Our devs like to throw things with no documentation, and then expect us to know how to set it up and how it works. So that's fun. That's a great thing that we get to go through. But anywho, that is going to be it for now. Like I said, I'm going to play through this game, and my little snuggie. I'm going to play through this game. I'm very much enjoying it, but the next stream, I think that we're going to jump in between so I can do other stuff and keep coming back to this one, because I don't know how long this game is. I don't know how far along we are, and how much further we have, how many more nights we have to go. But I am going to play the in-between for the next stream. So we're going to get back to dating pretty anime boys. Especially there's a cat boy in it, and I'm so excited! Y'all know how I love me some cat boys. So excited for next stream. But anyway, this was a lot of fun. That was a fun note to end on. That was a fun day to wrap up on stream. Because I do enjoy this game. A lot of the therapy stuff is a little bit over my head sometimes. Because, again, I'm definitely qualified to be doing this. But I do enjoy the game. I feel like it has a good mix of seriousness in it, but then it has those little funny moments to kind of round it out. So it's still fun. It doesn't feel like actually doing a job. It still feels like a game. But anyway, so yeah, that is going to be it for now. Hopefully, I will see y'all next stream. Bye bye for now.